Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, official weight 70.1 kilos. Representing Fight Zone London from Spain, she is the European and World Nogi champion. Let's welcome Anabel Lopez Beard. And now let's welcome her opponent fighting out of the red corner. She stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, official weight 70 kilos, representing New Wave Jiu-Jitsu from the United States. She is the reigning and defending Polaris Women's Lightweight Champion, teenage sensation, Helena Creva.
Your referee for this title fight is Oli Guedes. 3 5-minute rounds on the clock if they need them. Open scoring under a 10-9 must system in effect. Hand fighting early up top here. Guard pull from Crevar. Lopez Beard looking to pass on top.
Helena shooting to that close guard that she's known for.
Looking to get right up on that post here. Sit all the way over the top, lacing a Kimura up.
And of course, this is the first time we're actually going to see the new Polaris Super Fight rule set, which is the 3 5-minute rounds with a 10-point must scoring. So, you know, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, we saw a similar sort of rule set in the prelims as well, and it was very interesting how the resets changed the match. Quite frequently, the first period was kind of dominated by one athlete, and when they had the reset, it was often dominated by the other one.
Yeah, it's the open scoring that really changes things, right? You know for certain you're down, you've got a fresh 5 minutes to go into it.
But there's a difference between the super fights and the prelims, which is a 10-point must. Whereas in the prelims, I believe they just give a score to each side, whereas I believe there's a 10-point must there, which means that if there's a dominant 1 round and then non-dominant 2 rounds to the other person, it could be a draw.
Yeah, it's tricky with how the application of that plays out, but the way it's been applied in grappling thus far is that it's actually easier to score 10-8 than it is in mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah.
If you have a good dominant round, you get a lot of positions, you have some submission threats, you can knock a 10-8 up pretty easily.
Which is going to see us potentially seeing some draws, which we haven't seen for a very long time in super fights and Polaris. Here's an armbar attempt here. I mean, very extended arm.
Grip.
Yeah, really interesting grip that Helena was using there.
Oh, she slips over and she's got good hip extension. That is so deep.
Oh, this is a brutal extension on the arm.
How
is she not tapping to this?
Anabel Lopez Beard is
not just not tapping.
Gussing this one out.
She looks pretty chill in this position.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to... it looks like she's extracted it.
What?
And then using it to try and pass as well.
That is insane.
Helena Creva's got to be wondering what she had to do to finish that.
I'm not sure there was anything she could have done. That was about as clean as an armbar as you get. We're talking about 10-8 rounds. I mean, that's how you get one.
I mean, some people have just got that freaky hyperextension ability.
She has to be very careful about what she does when she when she extends back into this position, give up that arm again. I mean, well, does Helena go, well, there's no point attacking the arm here. She's not going to attack from it.
Right.
Let's see if her leg's just as durable.
We've got 2 minutes left in this opening round, and a very significant submission attempt from Crevar, who's looking to go on the legs now. Counter footlock possibly.
Yeah, she's trying to.
Lopez Beard.
She's got it. Like, she could have it here.
Straight ankle.
It looks like a fairly deep ankle grip from Crevar as well.
I mean, to be 20 years old, Or 19 years old.
Joints of rubber.
Yeah, that is I'm not sure if that's a serious poker face or what, or whether she's just not feeling it, but like...
I mean, she's using her arm.
Yeah. But she does not look bothered by this.
That was like a Vinny Magalhaes, Vadum.
She's trying to really hip extend into this, and it's that outside foot posting behind the knee there that's it's such a tricky little footlock grip to deal with. Ooh.
Lots of pressure going into that ankle.
What a great first round for the defending champion here. Still a minute on the clock.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually have something like a 10-7 round as well, which is just an utterly dominant first round.
You could make a pretty good...
Wow, she's biting in again on a heel hook here.
You can make a pretty good argument for it here.
We didn't see one the whole of CJI, actually, which was the first implication of or application of the 10-9 must.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a very, very rare round.
What, you know, like someone being in a fully extended straight armbar?
but it's repetitive submissions over the course of the full five.
The example that they've used is the David Sear match, which was he won like the first half or first 2/3 and then just died in the last 3 minutes.
Well, splitting the legs here and
now Anabel's on that heel hook.
Toe hold versus, what is it, heel hook?
Yeah, it looks like he's on a heel hook.
Final 30 seconds.
Like, she's just giving up her limbs to attack Helena, which is a wild strategy.
It is, but, you know, we say oftentimes a heel hook's going to beat a toe hold if you can get the bite right.
She's putting the hips into it.
I mean, you can see that, like, Helena is certainly feeling it as well. Like, she's not really trying with that toe hold. And she's really having to work for that other heel.
Yeah, she's
got
it. A little bit of heel exposure here. Oh! Well, I got to say, that's a great recovery.
That might have clawed back some of the points there on that 10-point must system.
I think you still pretty significantly have to give the round to Helena Creva.
Yeah,
I mean,
10-8,
I think a 10-9 is I think more than fair score for that round.
I mean, Anabel did have that. That was
look at this. Look at this.
This is a great armbar.
This is such a good replay.
I mean, she spent a lot of time in this position. The grip there was so strong where she couldn't remove it. She couldn't remove it. She turns the hips here and then. I mean, we missed the middle part. I mean, are we not seeing that because it's too graphic? I don't even know.
I mean, that was relatively close. So this was that straight footlock as well.
Absolutely zero emotion on the face of Anabel.
And she's not like, she's not walking funny. Her arms don't seem to be particularly red. Maybe she's just super flexible.
She's not even breathing through her mouth.
This minute to recover is going to go very quickly. Let's find out who won that
Winner
opening
of round number 1, Helena Creva.
Well, there you go. Helena Creva taking the opening round. I'm going to assume it was a 10-9, being as they didn't specify otherwise.
Solid collar tie there from Anabel, and straight and now she has picked up that pace.
Got to say, that was a good recovery to not get her back taken by Helena there, though. Bails out to the guard.
Diving on the footlock.
Oh, do you think
and now Anabel working towards her own footlock again. And she had that heel hook deep, and she's digging into it again. You can see Helena's really trying to defend this. She's not going for the toe hold like she did last time.
What a fast start from Anabel Lopez Beard. But that's the beauty of this open scoring system. Yeah. Everybody, not just you at home, the athletes as well, very clear cut in knowing they're behind.
Yeah, well, it's not massively different from the old Polaris Superfight system. We had 15 minutes and it was 3
won on thirds,
5-minute rounds, but it was close scoring and there wasn't a break in between. This, I think, is a much better way of doing it.
So they're stuck in 50-50 here.
Yeah, Helena's managed to turn her hips over, so she has the better attacking position. And she has those legs quite heavily, well locked up too.
Yeah, Lopez Beard trying to split the legs open here, pry them apart.
And now she's going on that leg again, with it working for that heel hook, having to defend though Helena's attack.
Nice leg work from Crevar there to keep Lopez Beard in managing the distance, keep her away, push her back down to the ground. You see the posts and the X coming in. Well, Helena's got a good bite on this ankle again now. And this is all racking up points on the scorecard for her.
Yeah, Anabel just does not look worried in the slightest.
No, and maybe she might not be worried about the position.
Even getting kicked in the head there.
She just doesn't flinch. This is amazing.
Zero, absolute ice cold.
But I don't think she can afford to spend too much time. You know, if a minute ticks by, you're stuck in this position. That's a significant time of control to your opponent.
I mean, it's not enough just to be incredibly durable. You have to.
Yeah.
She has to get some offensiveness off on her own, and we have seen her attack the legs effectively. But she, you know, Helena's doing such a great job of keeping her in a position where she's having to defend and isn't able to set up any attacks on her own. And she comes to top position.
Yeah,
and
we're
this is
finally going to see some passing.
Well, this is what I was wondering. You know, are we going to see Helena change up the strategy from playing guard and attacking the limbs to actually trying to dominate positionally?
Helena doing a good job of avoiding that close guard.
Yeah, these two have a couple of common opponents, Nia Blackman being one of them, Brianna St. Marie being one of the other ones, and Lopez Beard did not beat her.
Very
Helena
nice
Creva
pass.
Yeah.
Straight into the mount. I think I can't see the far side leg to see whether she's got that clear. And she's slightly on her side, but this is a very, very strong top position here.
Yeah, marching the arms up as well. She's going to potentially get head and arm off of this, trying to put her shoulders back to the mat here.
I mean, if they're not going to tap on the limbs, then this is a way where it doesn't matter if they tap, if you can put them to sleep.
Well, we saw it in one of the prelims, didn't we? One of the ladies' matches had... had a
Selma Vick put her opponent to sleep with the arm triangle. It looks like, I mean, Helena's a little too high to get it right now, but she could again transition off towards the arm bar or go full smother.
If Lopez Beard makes it out of this round, I'm dying to see the pace she comes out with in round 3, given she'll be 2 rounds down.
I think we're going to see potentially...
But guys, just how draining is it to not just be in mount, but to have your arms so isolated above you at your shoulder line?
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah, and then like have a rash guard in your face, and it's just, like,
maybe some hair.
Yeah, no one wants that.
So it looks like she's still trying to pass the arm across the head.
Well, she's being very methodical at this point.
You can see Helena using the jaw. She's trying to pass that elbow across. I think she is going to try and tie up the head and arm. Like you said, Tom, she's a bit high for it now, but if she can clear that arm and control it, she can, sink back down the body a little bit and potentially attack that submission.
It's a good controlling position for her, though. She's getting that dominant right time.
Great control position.
It's tiring for the person on bottom.
She's going to attack Americana on this high arm?
I mean, 20 seconds, approaching 20 seconds left. You might as well sell out on a submission here.
Why bother? Why waste the energy? She's got another 5 minutes to go. Just dominate from here. Cook her from on top. Wait for the round to go out, win the round, and move on to the final round.
Oh, she's still trying to march that arm up slowly, and you can see actually a lot of wear and tear on the face of Lopez Beard here. We're going to see time expire in the second round.
Well, this is it. I think Helena realized there was a very obvious change of strategy halfway through that round where she realized her opponent is too tough to submit, so I'm going to break her down slowly instead.
Let me ask you this, guys. Coming into round 3, Helena Creva's undoubtedly ahead here.
Yes.
What's the strategy for Lopez Beard coming into round 3?
Well, we saw it at the beginning of round 2 where she went for the arm drag and tried to take the back. That is going to have to be sort of the goal almost, but we haven't seen much from Anabel Lopez Beard that would suggest that she has the ability. We've seen a few entanglements on the legs, but the longer this match has gone on, we've seen a little bit less in terms of the offensiveness. Wasn't that much in that second round.
So there you're seeing on your screen our round 2 scores from our judges. All 3 of them going 10-9 to Helena Creva.
Which is interesting.
You might have
because,
expected.
Well, I don't know. Very, very dominant last couple of minutes there.
Yeah,
there's got to be submissions.
There's got to be submissions in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winner of round number 2, Helena Creva.
Yeah, I think that's fair to have only the 10-8 come with a lot of submissions. Otherwise, it's just going to get too easy for people to get too far ahead.
So easy, passing the guard, taking them out, crushing them for 2 minutes. Oh, it's easy work.
Yeah, well, no, but she's already ahead, right? And then you start to make it even more challenging.
I do enjoy it when you two disagree.
Which is quite a lot of the time, isn't it, Josh?
So Lopez Beard coming out here, looking to work on top again. Let's see what Crevar's strategy is as well, because she was extremely successful when she opted to take the top position.
I think there's a very good chance we see her take top position again. But at the same time, she knows she's 2 rounds up, and Anabel's going to have to
just chill in that guard.
There
nice
you go.
wrestle up, though. Beautiful.
We see it. Already got a knee through here. Pressure. She's going to have 4 minutes to cook her from top position. And I think we're going to see a very, very similar thing to the last couple of minutes of the last round.
She's looking to backstep almost, it looked like, and go back into the inside Sankaku.
Yeah,
I don't think there's much advantage to that.
Look how high she's already got the arms of Lopez Beard. Not just the far side underhook, but this near side underhook she's marching up as well.
And this is such an important lesson when it comes to controlling top position, especially taking the mount. It's very, very hard to get arms above the head when you're in mount because that's all the person is defending. If you can get the arms high as you pass guard or from side control before you take the mount, it saves you all of that time and effort doing that from the mount position. So she's already got the arm, especially the forearm is super high. The near arm is, almost at 90 degrees. If she passes and then transitions straight to mount, which will be easy because the far side arm is already raised, then she's going to have a fantastic position. There you go. Pressure in here, 3/4 mount position. She clears this now and she drops into the mount position with high double underhooks already. 3 minutes to go. I think she's going to be able to cook Anabel from on top and potentially get the finish.
Yeah, I mean, even if she doesn't get the foot out from here.
I think she will.
I'm sure she will, but she can cook her in this position
she
too,
can,
right?
Now she's secured both double unders, very high, very, very tight. A lot of pressure coming through.
I mean, Anabel is mostly just trying to survive at the moment. You can see that she's just trying to hold on to that foot. That's her last lifeline.
I mean, can you guys, we just acknowledge for a second that Helena Creva is doing this to current world champion.
Right, to the current black belt world champion.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think what's nice for a lot of people is an aspect of Helena Creva's game that you don't see all the time because she does do a lot of guard work and she does get the submission.
I'm very impressed. I'm impressed with her whenever we see her, but I'm impressed with her ability to change the strategy from attacking with submissions.
It's fight IQ, right?
Yeah, fight IQ. Attacking submissions, which was allowing Anabel to counter back with her own submission attempts, even though they weren't quite as tight, to completely changing the strategy to get to top position, to cook and to grind and to break her down slowly.
Look how high the arms are tied up here.
Yeah.
Not just above her head, behind her head.
Behind the head, yeah.
I've never seen a mount this like high before.
Yeah, it's brutal. I mean, you're only going to see this position from women who have that mobility in the shoulders. I mean, if this was me, I would already be tapping from the shoulder pressure here, right?
My goodness, I'm curious to see what Helena Creva is going to do with this minute 45 left.
I wonder if we're going to see a back take because Anabel's so on her side to try and keep that foot tight, and you can see Helena is working so hard to try and free that foot. Anabel's having to be on her side. Is she opening herself up to a potential back take?
She's got the foot free now. And she's gone into that mount. And she's got the arms high, which is good for an armbar if she wants to try and take it.
And this is what I was saying, because she's already got those arms super high, she's already in essentially a finished position or a very strong position here.
Yeah. And obviously Anabel's going to be more tired than she would be
now,
without that.
What I'd like to see, unlike the last round where she was really trying to go for that head and arm choke, I'd love to see her transition into S-mount and go for the armbar finish because she really deserves the submission here. I think the two matches we've seen of Helena on Polaris so far, both of them have been decisions. She's looked so much better, just so dominant. She's had that armbar in the first round where you're like, she deserves the submission already. I'd really love to see in the last minute here.
She's got 1 minute left to try and get that. She's not given an inch of space to Anabel Lopez Beard in the latter parts of this match. The change in tactic was absolutely excellent, and you can see the face of the challenger.
Anabel manages to get an arm back. Is she going to...
Well, she might give up the back here again, though.
Yeah, Helena might transition off for the arm here
Body
as well.
triangle from
She's on the back 30 seconds. Can she get the finish?
Oh, she's got a good shot at it here. She's going to go work on the neck.
Trying to work for the choke.
Oh,
Anabel doing a great job of changing the angle.
Anabel looks like she's going to be able to turn back into the guard here.
But she's going to use that half Nelson position.
I don't think she's going to get the finish.
We've got about 15 seconds left. I think it's probably going to be a decision win, but a very, very dominant decision win for Helena Creva here to retain the Polaris 70-kilo belt.
There you go. I mean, fantastic performance by Helena. A gutsy performance from the challenger. But, wow, what a dominant performance there. Submissions in the first, positions in the second and third.
Let's take a look back at some of the replays here from that round.
Now, you're going to tell me that's not a 10-8? If that's not a 10-8, the system's broken.
That, I think, probably would be a 10-8. It's academic at this point. But,
it is. This is important. This is important.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards, and they see it for your winner, and still Polaris Women's Lightweight Champion, Helena Creva.
Yeah, so only Neil Williams giving one round as a 10-8, every other judge and every other round going as a 10-9.
That's kind of
Dan,
crazy. Yeah.
please vent. You're allowed to vent, my friend.
It's insane. I'm going to talk to these judges afterwards. That is.
Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for your champion, Helena Creva. Helena, congratulations again. You're going to have to start collecting these Timex watches. Man, oh man, what a performance. In that first round, you had an attack on that arm. Did you feel like the extension on that compromised her at all for the rest of the match?
Yeah, it felt like a really tight attack. I didn't get much leverage because both her arm and my hips were like on the mat. But I was trying to extend it as much as possible, and it felt really tight. So yeah, I just made sure to keep attacking onto the legs, and then in the next rounds, like come on top and dominate on top.
And you really did dominate on top. What was it like for you this week being in the mansion? Is that the first time you've ever had to live with the person you're competing against?
Yeah, it was really fun. I like the different kind of vibe of it. Like, I like the historic things. So it was kind of cool to stay in older mansion, like 18th century. And it was really fun, like being alongside all the athletes and all the event promoters.
Yeah, I'm definitely happy that you got to have a taste of what it's like for a full fight week, because we do have a special announcement coming up. June 28th, the women are bringing the action in a squads event. It'll be Europe versus North America, and Helena Creva, our champion, is going to be the captain. Are you excited about that?
Yeah, I'm very excited. I've never done a team tournament before, and I've always wanted to do it. So it's gonna be really fun to like go against the best girls in Europe, alongside like my teammates from North America.
We cannot wait to see it. June 28th. Enjoy this win, Helena. You deserve it. We cannot wait to see what's next for you.